Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Rodgers' Packers going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. James starts. Found a little room there as he's...
That Mitchell boy, what you got going on, man? Let me see something.
25 yards there. Did have a receiving touchdown.
And he's just coming back from an injury. He missed a lot of time. And, you know, with Eddie Lacy out, Starks used to be the second guy in that duo. Now he's got to be the lead guy. Now, he's given them big games in the past, and they'll need those from him as the season continues on. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They find Randall Cobb on the completion. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll toss it to start. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they
Drop it.
It's probably gone after that run.
The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should.
I'm going to pick this.
He's got to be great.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's trying to get...
Told you. I told you I'm going to pick it, boy.
And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them.
I told you, boy, I was going to pick it, my nigga.
And they responded to the challenge.
Yeah.
Looks like the defense gets press coverage here. After the interception, here's Osweiler. He's going to try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Clinton Dix. That nigga name? No shit.
Takes a field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
You got to go back to the eye first, you going to stay over there.
The bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Time mama
Down here after the incomplete pass.
Oh, okay.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Give me that, nigga.
And his guys are going to take over.
What time she talking about going over there by 2?
Here comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty one play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offensive starters here.
They went over a people out?
Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
Dwayne. Oh, they had the
ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned.
I be forgetting about it. Yeah. I be forgetting about that, bro. Like,
They'll run it with a fullback Proch. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. On 3rd down, Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get up to the 40.
Yeah.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys that can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker.
Yeah, bitch, you thought it was a sneak, didn't you?
The linebacker make that play.
5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is where an offensive lineman really earns a living. You're on your own side of the field, but you only need a few inches. And you saw the good blocking at the point of attack. That is a well-earned first down.
They come out here in the eye. The play clock's running down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And not escaping this time, it's he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vince Wilfork forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain at 25 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. James Starks taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Touchdown,
Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I have my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the coaches.
That's all they talk about, turnovers.
Minimizing mistakes and maximizing opportunities.
They come up with a trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball? And in that situation,
what the?
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take
Fuck out of here, man.
45 at the 44-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. Rodgers to throw on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Jared Cook had a big welcome back game against the Redskins, over 100 yards and a touchdown grab. He hadn't played since week 3.
I did that game. Green Bay, Detroit, in Green Bay. He got hurt in the first half, and we haven't seen him, as you noted, since then. But boy, he had fresh legs, nice bounce in his step, good shape downfield running his routes. Had a very nice comeback game.
And this is incomplete.
Let's take a quick second here talking about some of these young coaches. These rookie coaches are having quite an impact here in the NFL, and I'm going to start with Doug Peterson with the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he's gotten off to a nice start. They're 500. Remember the guy that gave it 3-0.
Adam Gase at 6-4 for the Dolphins as well.
On a 5-game run, in fact. And Dirk Cutter, I know 5-5. People aren't going to get excited about that, but they're playing well in the NFC South, and they're keeping themselves in contention with Atlanta.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. It looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They've got to do one back and 3 timeouts.
Just didn't protect the sticks very well, but boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Miller, the lone setback. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. The hook ball, 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket waiting for him to clear it going across.
Here's Osweiler looking for someone to throw to.
Oh, hell, man, I ain't do that, man.
To the 22. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played offensively.
Man, this nigga died, dog. I did not do that, man.
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, partner, that was an incompletion. No kickers on the field right now. I got to go there. We got to discuss what happened, the debacle last week for the poor kickers. 12 missed PATs, a league record.
Did you like it when they moved it back to the 15?
I did. It has a little more intrigue to it.
I hated it. I was totally against it. Yes, I hated it. But I have to admit, it has added incredible excitement and changed the complexion of games.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in your coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And Rodgers intercepted a third zone. A great read and it's picked off.
I'm tired of you playing with me, bruh.
Shot at their own 46-yard line. And the Texans set to come on to the
This one's going in. And I'm going up top.
In the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just
now. A battle for the football.
And I'm going up top. And I'm going up top.
As the first half is winding down. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
Give a damn about no ha-ha. The hell is a ha-ha?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now starts. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And here comes the Texans now. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Cuts Lamar Miller. 20, 10, 5.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Houston. Lamar Miller, 64 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now it's no back on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down.
Yeah, hit my kicker again. Hit him again.
The offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
Touching.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and they still get the first down. They love being physical.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Time you go play action and throw the ball, I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they will score. It's a Tucker touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. Positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense they're expecting a run here.
Talk about that description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
65, you in the way, bro. 65, you in the way, bro.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get up field. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you?
Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Texans have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is fielded at the goal line. A few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on
back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy.
Now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal. He would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground. And he didn't do it very often.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed. Right?
Scared.
School fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to battle the run.
To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Houston, it's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second and goal, defense digging in again here. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's the third and goal. They held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They're running with Starks. No gain on the play, and what
seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good if time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rikowski taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are just an extra point away now for taking the lead in this game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get past the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. So they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It's a counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled down kick into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
See if they dial it up this drive. Again, it's not real.
I ain't picked that play.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know what's up to the body, Bill. Sometimes
Damn, that ain't no interference, ref. That ain't no mud. That right there ain't no interference. I don't know what is.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd, 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people go almost like a punt returner. And 2,
they come out here in the eye. On the dive, here's some fullback Cross. Unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's got time in the pocket, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. There'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They go up to the ground now with Miller. As it's just here, the 20, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. The ultimate speedster showing that speed and in front of his home crowd. They love that.
made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Here's Crush now, the fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
Now the Packers going to take another timeout.
That'll be just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
But just play after play after play on this
Long drive for the offense.
They come out here in the line.
And the pitch goes to Miller. And he gets touchdown run. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And there's a good touchdown. So likely will kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff. And then your defense. That's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Here comes Montgomery now. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he's brought down after a good game.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gain stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now. Even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and lay it down.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hunt again.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a ball like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more. And he was nailed when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Osweiler to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to try and go. And this will be intercepted. And it's Clinton deep to the field. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get a field goal range to win a game.
That's a huge play there in overtime. 62 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know, there's a quarterback in this league that's any good, that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys go tied and still find a way to win the game at the end.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They were stopped on that one. We've got plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
You keep trying to make the game lag, bitch. I'm going to put a grease 40 in on your whole ass, ho.
Just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. He knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there. How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
And the 10-yard knocks it to the goalpost. And they can break up time and get a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick the field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They come out here in the air. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain at 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? The left side throw complete to Adams. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They go play action. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. Antonio Smith in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up there. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll come out in the pistol. Throw down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Kareem Jackson. And that's how this one ends. In dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everybody eat good, sleep good, get some good games in, get some wins. It's going on. It's on Texas, man. You know what I'm talking about. We'll let you guys catch these previews, and I'm out.
They got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.